Hey YouTube land, welcome to the channel. My name is Paul. Today in the channel, let's discuss Kotobukiya's Artfx 110 scale statue, Batman Hush. Alright, for all of you guys subscribed to the channel, a warm welcome back. And if you are visiting here for the first time, thank you so much for checking out the channel. My name is Paul. I do statues and action figure unboxing and reviews from Marvel, Star Wars, and DC, just like this one. Alright, so let's check out the box. Alright, so checking out the box here, so we do have a window type box here. Kotobukiya Artfx Plus here. Here we can see at the side Jim Lee's Batman from the Hush comic book. We can see the figure inside and Batman Hush here, DC logo at the lower left. And here we have an artwork from Jim Lee where we have Killer Croc, Catwoman, and Poison Ivy at the back there. At the back of the box here, so we can see the photo of the figure here, as well as another artwork from Jim Lee and the famous artwork from Jim Lee here. So this is where the figure was actually inspired from. At the top of the box, so we can see the Batman Hush here, and I am loving that cut out bat logo there. And at the bottom of the box, so we can see here a bunch of information on Kotobukiya. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the figure. Alright, so taking a closer look at Batman here, I am loving everything about this particular figure. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Jim Lee from his X-Men days up until to his, Superman Unchained with Snyder and The Hush, of course. One of my favorite comic book to look at and to read. I mean, the story is awesome and the artwork is just, I don't know, out of this world. Amazing. So I am loving how this particular figure came about. I'm loving the skin tone here as well as the color, the blue tones that they use here for Batman, and everything about it. Look at that expression on his face. I am loving that. So it does resemble that particular Jim Lee's artwork. I mean, for all of you guys fan of Jim Lee, you guys know that every time most of his artwork is like a perfect muscles and everything like that. So I am digging that. Look at that. There's a lot of details here in terms of the, the biceps, the triceps there, the forearms, the way he is actually a little bit crouching here and about to leap into action and everything like that. So I am loving this one. In terms of the bat sign at his chest there, so it's a basic bat sign. I am digging that. It is a classic one, and muscles everywhere. The belt, I am loving how this turned out. It's not bright yellow where we are used to. It actually complements how the blues and the grays here are appearing. Of course, at the back here, so he does have those, I'm not sure what it's called, like a bat claw there. Anyway, so he has those, claws at the back of his hands there and everything. And at the back here, so there's a lot of sort of details there, flowing cape here. I am loving how this turned out. So there's a sort of like a paint shadows there to give it a little bit more body. Although it's a repaint of the Batman and Robin Artfx Plus, it's still a nice figure to have. As you guys can see here at the legs, so there's a lot of details there, muscles and everything. The base there, so it's a basic bat, sort of like the bat sign or the bat signal. And that's an amazing detail there. I mean, it's a simple base, but I am loving it. I mean, it makes the figure pop out a lot more because of the contrast between the yellows and the blues and the grays there. pretty amazing. I mean, what do you guys think about this particular figure? And Jim Lee, are you guys a fan of Jim Lee? I do love a lot of his artwork and everything, especially the X-Men ones when he was starting. Alright, so let's check him out with a few comparison figures. Alright, so here we have Batman from the Justice League line, Kotobukiya Artfx Plus here, as compared with our Batman Hush here at the side, the right side. So I am loving the contrast here. This one is a lot more darker based on the Court of Owls and everything like that. And the right one is based pre-New 52, so from Jim Lee's Batman Hush. I love the difference, the blues here, whereas the Justice League here at the left side is more on the Dark Knight side. And here we have at the left side, so this is the Batman from the animated series. This particular figure is from the opening sequence. So I did a review of this one. If you guys want to check that out, I will link it in the description below as well as somewhere on top of the video here. So here we can see the contrast here. There's a lot more definition on the Jim Lee Hush version than here from the animated series, but still they do look good together. They do have almost the same tones and everything like that, like the grays, the yellow belts, the blue cowl, and you know, everything. The main difference of course is the artwork and as well as the logo on their chest. And just for giggles here, so we do have two billionaires, one from the Marvel movies. This is the Mark 46 from the Civil War Artfx Plus Kotobukiya line, and of course at the right side it's Batman. So it's just for you know, size comparison here. So they are both at 1/10 scale. As you guys can see, since they are both semi-crouching, they are almost at the same height, which is nice. They do look good together. I mean, look at Tony Stark here with Bruce Wayne, and you know, you have unlimited amounts of money. Alright, so just to wrap up, so I am loving this particular piece. I love the artwork it was based from. I'm loving the colors, the way it was sculpted. So it's a PVC statue. It's not it's not polystone or die-cast and everything. But you know, Kotobukiya is known to create 1/10 scale, 1/6 scale statues from PVC, and it's always amazing. I am loving that. I mean, in terms of a few gripes here and there, there's not much. There's just a few inconsistency in terms of the paint job. For example, we do have somewhere at the legs here and somewhere in the face, but I mean, it's not really noticeable unless you just want to nitpick on the particular figure. There's also some inconsistencies on the side of the legs here and all that, but overall I am loving this figure. I think it's a really nice figure to have, especially if you are a fan of Batman, Jeff Loeb, and Jim Lee, the DC Comics Batman. You know, it's an awesome figure. Everything about it is just, you know, great. Look at that flowing cape there. Amazing. So I'm giving this figure 9 out of 10 stars. Alright, so there you have it. If you've reached this part of the video, please do hit that like button and leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. If you also are up to it, please do subscribe and hit that notification bell to get the latest updates from this channel. I do action figures, statues, unboxing and reviews, and I do hope you guys watch out for those. Alright, again, thank you so much for dropping by, and see you guys soon. Go rebuild your passion.